All right, ladies and gentlemen, Fabs in the house, and welcome back to the channel. Would you look at this phenomenal lens I got over here? This is going to be a quick overview, just without many bells and whistles. This is going to be just a plain overview of the specs of this ultra wide lens for the Horseman SW612. This is mounted on this plate right over here, which screws directly into the body, and it is a phenomenal lens. This is a 35mm Apo-Grandagon 4.5 by Rodenstock. This thing is made in Germany. It is the widest option, 35mm, that you're gonna get for the 6x12 format and the 6x9, I would say, because this would work best on a 6x9 platform, but we got it rigged up with this helicoid right away from Horseman. This is factory, and it's meant for the SW612, not the SW617, which would be massive, and there's nothing this wide that comes for the larger format Horseman. So this comes in a standard Copal number 0 shutter. It has, you know, it's of course like a professional lens, extremely wide, has some ED glass, so extra low dispersion glass, has apochromatic color correction. So it means that the colors are gonna be really faithful to reality. And this number right over here, it gives you a hint, 120 degrees of the width that you're gonna get when shooting this lens. Phenomenal. It has a 125mm maximum image circle, which means it's gonna vignette a little bit on the diagonal of the 6x12, but that is why you want to use a 2.5 plus stop. This is a center filter made by Rodenstock in Germany, and this is the filters. 67 is the internal, the attaching front to the lens filter, and 86 is the outer filter that you're gonna need if you want, like, I don't know, a cap or whatever, or extra filters to put on the thread, but just be careful. Anyways, this thing, this center filter, is gonna compensate the massive vignetting that you're gonna get using it on a 6x12 format. Therefore, that's why you get 2.5 stops of darkening in the center to compensate the darkening that you're gonna get on the corner. So use that, especially if you're shooting slides. That's a mandatory accessory, I would say. And right over here, we got the mask for the 35mm on a 6x12 that's gonna get installed into the viewfinder of the 6x12 SW Horseman. And this is something that I made up because I wasn't able to find the original one, and these are like rare, like hen's teeth. But anyways, these are the two pieces that you're gonna need to shoot, actually. Not really, because I mean, you don't need the mask, you don't need the finder. You just probably go with a ground glass option for this fella, but the center filter, yes, this is highly recommended. I just want to show you a couple things. So this is a 4.5 aperture lens, which stops down to 22. It has this shutter which goes from 500 of a second to 1 second. That's the second. And you also have the T-pose, of course, which it means that is this. So it keeps open the aperture, so you can use the ground glass and just, it closes like with another press of the shutter release button. And that's very useful, of course, if you need to use it with the ground glass again. So you want to focus on that, you're going to compose on that, because it's going to be much more accurate, especially for a 35mm on a large format lens film. It translates into 11.5mm into a 35mm format equivalent. So 11.5 millimeter, it's the 30, so divide by 3, pretty much. It's gonna be your factor to find out which kind of focal length comparable to 35 millimeter format, full frame format is. So just to be able to, you know, talk with someone else and just don't do any conversion in your mind. But another thing that I want to share with you is the sheer amount of depth of field that you're going to get from this bad boy. Used mainly in hyperfocal. If you are just shooting around and you don't want to use a ground glass, sure, fine. You don't have to actually use any ground glass or focusing loop to focus down this bad boy, because look at 4.5. So we're gonna use hyperfocal. So if set the infinite to 4.5, you're gonna get what is that, 2.3 meters. From 2.3 meters to infinite, you're set, you're in focus at 4.5, wide open. That is crazy. Let's say that you want to use 22, you've got a bunch of light or you've got a bunch of time to wait around. You get to set the infinite on the 22, and check it out. On the 22, you get 52 centimeters. So right over here, like from this point, very point in front of the lens, pretty much is going to be like 50, something like this. Anyways, you get it, 50 centimeters from the focal plane of the film to the infinite. You're going to get everything in focus. So forget about focusing on this lens over here. It has a massive depth of field, incredible. I just want to show you the widest lens that I have for 6x17, which is, look, I can't even like fit in the frame. Look at this. You get the idea, right? You get what I'm talking about. 617 is a whole another beast, and this is a 72 millimeter from Schneider with its center filter, of course. This is the 4B that you're gonna get here. Here you have a super angulon, 72 millimeter. You can see over here 5.6. It's an XL, so 115 degrees. So this is gonna be equivalent to like a 14 millimeter. But look at the size of this thing. Like, have you seen the size of this fella? Look at that. Crazy. Not as wide as that, sure, but I just want to bring it on the table just to show you what's available, kinda, not comparable, but kinda, for the 6x17 format, which is the format that I much prefer. It's my preferred format, 100%. I love it. It's pure movie, pure cinema in a kind of relatively small package, which is the Horseman SW612. You can also check out my overview for that system. But anyways, here I just wanted to share some specs, some technicalities about this lens, which I truly found outstanding because of the sheer width that you can capture with this bad boy. So there you have it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.